It's really difficult to talk about Fairfield County farming and not mention Holbrook Farm, one of my favorite farms right here in Bethel, Connecticut. That's why I wanted to bring Edible Nutmeg on the road to Bethel, Connecticut to check out Holbrook Farm. You gotta see what they're doing here. This stuff is awesome. Come on. Presented by South Avenue Butcher, your local traditional Irish butcher specializing in homemade sausages and burgers. So Jess, you've been running the farm now for how long?
About a year and a half.
A year and a half, right? And you've done a lot of things, and it's great. You have a lot of stuff happening right now, but there's a lot of work that goes into this to get it going for the season. What's some of the things you start off on?
Well, we start actually in the fall by prepping all of our fields. We actually run our bed makers through, rake everything out, and put a nice leaf mulch on top.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. How big of a crew do you have?
We have about 5 people and then 2 people in the market.
Who's your favorite person that works for you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. What's some of the things that are the first crops that come up for you guys?
Well, asparagus is everybody's favorite.
Asparagus.
Surprisingly, not a lot of people grow asparagus, especially organically. And so some of these plants that we're working off of here have been here since John moved here, maybe about 30 years old. They're perennial and they're awesome, fresh picked.
Yeah. What made you want to get into the farming things? I know you worked like office work for a while.
It was sort of accidental. I think I came here not knowing what I wanted to do, but I knew I didn't want to be in an office.
Right.
And I fell in love with John and Lynn Holbrook, and they really took me under their wing, you know, not just with farming, but with life.
Jess's hard work is totally paying off. Look at this crop of fresh asparagus.
You don't want to cut the thin ones because those actually we leave to grow and fronds out and collect energy for the following year.
Because that's how they reseed too, right?
They don't reseed, they just are photosynthesizing, so their roots are getting energy and storing up energy.
And so how long does it take for these guys to come up? So I mean, you start seeing them poke to the ground, how soon do you cut them?
Yeah, actually they grow so fast. So you see this tiny one here?
Yeah.
We'll have to check back. We check twice a day, or sometimes 3, because this could get up to this by the end of the day.
No way.
Yeah, they grow very quickly.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And if you don't catch it, then they'll get this big and they tend to get really woody.
If you take a piece like this and you brought it home and you're gonna clean it, they teach us as chefs, you just kind of snap it and the woody end comes right off, right?
Yep.
Is that what you would say too?
Absolutely. But I like to actually, because this is like gold for me, so I'll just, you know, even just shave off the woody part on the ends and just chew on it.
And the flavor of these things, you guys, the flavor is just totally different. When you get something this fresh from a farm like this, it tastes like sweet peas.
Well, it's the soil. I think it's also the temperature. There's something with the cold just makes it very sweet.
I think it's the love that Jess puts into all these things that grow. So that's what it is, I think. These are delicious.
Thank you.
How many restaurants do you provide stuff to? I know you probably can't even count, but
I can't even count anymore, but a lot of them I've been working with since I started working with John and Lynn about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
They've grown with me.
Right.
And every day I hear people are like, I've lived here my whole life and I've never stopped in, so we're getting a lot of new people. It's great, yeah.
That's great. You have rhubarb here.
Rhubarb. So rhubarb, the leaves are actually poisonous.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the leaves are poisonous, so what we do is we just
I shouldn't have taken that bite. No, I'm just kidding.
We just cut the leaves off and we use this like beautiful stem. Obviously mixing it with strawberries, that's like one of my favorites.
Right.
It's really tart. Oh!
Mmm.
Makes you pucker.
Yeah, it's really good. Delicious.
Holbrook Farm also has fresh eggs that'll have you clucking and quacking.
Some people who are allergic to chicken eggs could eat duck eggs.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's a different protein.
That's crazy. Are they like chickens? Because chickens are, once you get chickens in there, they're pretty self-sufficient. Are ducks the same way?
They love being together.
Yeah.
Like the chickens are cool on their own, but the ducks really need to be all together. Yeah, and they're a lot bigger than chicken eggs.
They are. Look at that size difference. Look at that.
For Jess, life on the farm is more than just a business.
It's a love.
Yeah.
You know, everything here is a love.
That's awesome.
Be able to feed people.
Jess, thanks for letting us come out here, man. I love seeing what you do. It's so amazing. You put so much hard work into it. That's why I really wanted to come here. I want people to know how much work you put into this stuff.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. It's really awesome.
And she just gave me the first run of Connecticut tomatoes. I can't wait to taste that. This place is awesome. You guys got to check it out. A staple here in Bethel. Holbrook Farm. My good friend Jess. I'm Chef Plum. We'll see you guys next time on Edible Nutmeg on the road.